Well, good morning, marketing students. This is Mr.D, and this is week number 2 of our advertising course, Marketing 40, here at Norco College. And of course, this is an 8-week class, so it does go quite quickly. And so we're going to be looking at, once again, 2 chapters, chapters 5 and chapter 6. And this week deals a lot with your market segmentation. So obviously, when it comes to advertising, you need to really understand your market well. And so these 2 chapters kind of focus on that and understanding the behavior of your market. First, you need to know who your market is. And it's not just general. Whenever anybody says my market is every woman or all people, then you're never going to hit your market. You need to really target it. You need to narrow it down to your specific, most likely customer. And then what are they? What's their demographic? What's their psychographic? How old are they? What's their buying habits? And those are going to help you to advertise effectively to them. So understanding that's kind of foundational. So I want to make sure that you do understand that. But again, this is week number 2. So you already looked at chapters, I believe, 1 and 2 or something like that. That was just kind of introducing you to the marketing communications. And that's really what this book is all about. In fact, you might see that term's Marcon, M-A-R-C-O-N. And you're like, what does Marcom mean? And it means marketing communications. I had a hard time myself, like, who's this guy? So I realize that can be a little confusing, but it just simply means Marcom according to marketing communications. Here's some principles that you need to know and understand. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And here I am on our homepage in Canvas. And of course, we're in Module 1. Now, this is week number 2 of Module 1. So Module 1 ends this week. This is an 8-week class. There's 4 modules. And every module is 2 weeks. So basically you have 2 weeks to get everything done within one module, although I do have due dates on a weekly basis. But I'm going to go ahead and select Module 1. And of course, again, last week you just did your introductory check-in assignment, which was a little video that you introduced yourself or sold yourself. It was in Flipgrid. Then I gave you the 2 chapter PowerPoints, chapters 1 and 2. There was a quiz on chapters 1 and 2. And then you started what was called a mini advertising project. And this is really where I'm just asking you to view some different commercials and advertisements. And I wanted you to pick one out and to ask the questions like, who do you believe their target market is? Who are they trying to reach, etc. And so it really kind of combines last week's chapters and this week's chapters together. So if you started that, great. Make sure you finish it. It's going to require you to answer the questions about the ad that you've chosen, but then it's also going to ask you to comment on other students' posts. So all the students in the class should be grabbing an ad, they should be evaluating it, answering the questions, and then you're going to come and read what ad they've picked and read what they've written and then make some comments by answering some questions. For instance, the first question you're going to ask is, do you believe they properly identified their target market? So they're going to tell you what their target market is, and then you're going to say, yes, I agree, or no, I don't agree. I think the target market was different. So that's going to be your assignment. That's worth 50 points. This is half the amount as a quiz. So it's a big assignment. You have 2 weeks to do it. So this week will be the last week that you get to work on it. You can see the rubric down below. So is it complete? Did you follow the instructions? Is the content well-reasoned? Did you answer, intelligently? And then collaboration. Did you comment on other students' posts? So that's a very important assignment. Please do not skip it. It's valuable to this class, and I believe it helps you to kind of evaluate advertisements that are already out there. And so that's pretty much it for week number 2, week number 1. Week number 2 now, we have a check-in assignment for chapter 2 for the second week. So it's going to be questions on chapters 5 and 6. I think there's 4 questions. And then you have a quiz on chapters 5 and 6. And then this mini advertisement project comes down to this week, and I'm going to go ahead and type here. I'm going to change it from start mini advertising project to complete. So now you need to finish that this week, and I'll change the due date. By the way, I always put the due date the week of, but you need to read the instructions to know exactly when it's due. And in this case, every 2 weeks, these assignments will be due. So anyway, so that's pretty much it for week number 2. We do have a scheduled Zoom session, just so you know. Let me go back into the module here. And if you look here on Monday, which is tonight, we do have a Zoom session at 4 p.m. Now, I've not taught this class in person. I've never actually had to physically teach. This is a class I've done like 4 times online, but everything has been pretty much driven by the book and the assignments, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt to at least have a brief, maybe 1 hour long session at 4 p.m. And I'll talk about the class, I'll talk about some of the assignments, and then we'll cover some of the key concepts from chapters 5 and 6 briefly. So I'd invite you to join me. I will record it and I will make it available, but like I said, I've not taught it before, so I'm not really sure exactly what I'm even going to cover at the moment. I need to myself review the chapters and pull out what I think is important in the chapter to discuss. Or if I find the key concept of the chapters, I might bring something from the outside in. But that'll be tonight, so join me at 4 p.m. You can simply click the link right here, and it'll bring you to the link. You just select that, and it's going to open up the Zoom session. Or you also can just go to the home page, and you can select the office hours link during that same hour, and then you can use this link right here. It's going to be exactly the same link. So either way you can do it, that's fine, but I'll see you at 4 o'clock, and we'll get a chance to meet and talk a little bit about chapters 5 and 6 and the concepts of target markets and understanding your buyer behavior. That's kind of the concepts we'll be looking at. So, all right, everybody, have a great week. If I don't see you tonight,